All right, so this here is a pretty common example of Regents question that's asking us to compare quadratic functions. So the first thing is to understand what we're looking for. It says three quadratic functions are given below. Now, I noticed that one of them is given to us as an equation. I noticed one of them is given to us as a table. And finally, the last one that I see here is a graph. Okay, now what's the actual question asking? Down here, it says, which of these functions have the same vertex? Okay, now the key thing here is I don't have to prove that they are quadratic. I already know that these are all, in fact, quadratic functions. And again, I'm focused on the vertex. So let's try to identify where the vertex is for each of these. Now, the easiest way to do that first is going to be in the graph. Okay. So I know that vertex is my turning point. It's a maximum or it's a minimum. And that's easy to spot when I look here. That's my vertex. Okay. So the question is, what are the coordinates of this vertex? So -1, -2 on the x, and +1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the y. Okay. So there's one vertex. Now, let's check where are my other vertices. Okay. If I look at function 1, I notice here that this is actually written in vertex form. Okay. And just quick reminder, vertex form looks like a times x minus h squared plus k. So what I can tell based on here is no, this is a +2. So the h would be -2. This is a +5. The k would be +5. So this one here has a vertex at -2, 5, which is the same as number 3. Okay, so right now I know that 1 and 3 have the same vertex. The question is, does 2 have that same vertex? Now, the way that I'm going to approach this table is by looking for symmetry. Okay, is I note that the vertex is always going to be in the middle of the symmetry. So if I note here, -3, -3 repeats. 2, 2 repeats. 5, 5 repeats. So my vertex is actually going to be in the middle here, somewhere in between -2 and -1. So it's going to happen at an x coordinate of -1.5, exactly in the middle of these two. Okay. That's a problem because that doesn't match up with the x coordinates that I have here. So for this specific question here, the only ones that work are 1 and 3, which is down here. Now, quick tip. If you happen to forget vertex form, okay, you can always take your function itself here and throw that in your graphing calculator. Take a look at the graph and visually find your vertex the same way that we found it here. Okay, but that's it.